Get your exclusive items from JP Fans. $86 coupon with 50% off Mercury items. Link in the description. Oh yeah.
Hello, my name is Dr. Shamos, and today we're gonna have a simple decklist video for OP17 Katakuri. Now, first and foremost, I'm sorry if you guys hear background noise. It's because I have my window open right in front of me. It's very hot outside, so I'm sorry. I usually close the window up, but it's so hot. I can't, man. I can't. So yeah, you guys probably gonna hear some cars, some trains. There's a train track here, so I'm sorry for that. And yeah. And now, also, another thing, I'm not gonna be doing a OP17 purple Katakuri guide because I feel like our strategy does not differentiate that much. We don't change it that much. So I'm gonna leave in the description the link to my video on OP16.5. And if you do not know how to play Katakuri, then you should go from there. And then I'm just gonna be talking about the updates to the decklist with the new OP17 buffs and meta. So we need to adapt to the meta. So our strategy still is pretty much the same. We want to set up our engine of the two categories, the 5 costs and the 8 costs, right over here. And then after that, we like to play our top end cards slash removal, which is Lily, the two Kaidos here, and I'm playing the Hakai. I'll talk about this card a little bit later. So yeah, the strategy still is pretty much the same. Mamoragan's still here because it's not only 1k counter, goes pretty well with the Lily here. So yeah, let's get into it, shall we? First and foremost, let's talk about the Kaidos because this is the most new engine that we have, and only that this pretty much opens up good combos that we can do, which in case you haven't seen my older videos and you're really new here, I've been trying two decklists. One decklist was just using this Kaido over here, the other decklist was just using the blocker Kaido over here, but I feel like I found a pretty good way to fit in both. Both of them have really good value into this meta, to be honest, but I feel like, actually, the one that still makes the best work still is Blocker Kaido. I still think, overall, now that I'm playing the two in this deck list, I feel like Blocker Kaido does open up a lot of doors. And I think he's overall the better card. Don't get me wrong, I'm playing the two because the two are incredible, or else I wouldn't be playing this Kaido, obviously, if this Kaido didn't have any use. But I feel like combo-wise and how it feels better, it's this blocker Kaido. So yeah, but this blocker Kaido pretty much, let's just imagine a combo line. You're going first on your 5 down turn, you play the 5 cost category, swing with leader, activate leader effect. This will proc the ramp from the 5 cost category. Next turn you'll be at 8 down, let's imagine you play the pudding into the 8 cost category. This 2 dawn that you send off from pudding you'll get back from the 5 cost category, and then just don't use the leader effect to go -1 dawn. This will mean that once you pass the turn, the 8 cost category will put you at 9 dawn, which means you have 1k counter for your opponent's turn, because it doesn't matter if you stay at 9 dawn or 8 dawn. What usually happens is next turn you'll be at 10, which is what matters. Obviously, if you really want to, you can make a 6k swing with your leader. Just make sure that you keep yourself at 8 dawn during your opponent's turn. Do not activate this once again, because once you reach 10 dawn, you can start playing your top end cards. Now, compared to the OP16.5 meta deck, actually, and meta, you know, we didn't have much of the top end cards. We pretty much only had Lily, and I was playing 2 9-cost Lily because I didn't have the Doflamingo. And now we have extra 2 cards here that we can play. And so I feel like when we do this, going into 10 down feels more important now. Not only that, if you do this and you manage to play this Kaido specifically, right on that next turn, usually it's when he has the better value. He will probably be removing one of the strongest cards from your opponent, and then what he does, he pretty much is a 12k swing every turn. very strong on early, this early. And then all of your other brick characters become 1k counter. Usually we play 1 to 2 Katakuris, 8 costs, and 1 5 costs. So which means if we play 1 and it stays on the field, which is a whole different matter, we still have 3 cards that we can use for counter with him. And here, imagine we are playing 2 because it feels pretty good to have 2. We still have 2 over here that we can use for counter. So we just end up getting extra counter. As well, usually I only play like 1 of each Kaido, which means the other one will be 1k counter as well. I'm just talking about numbers here. Obviously, the amount of time that you come up into using these guys into counter is small because you're only playing 2 Kaido, so yeah. And then if later in the game, if you need, you can play the Charlotte Lily, or you can play the Blocker Kaido. This Blocker Kaido ends up opening a lot of combos. Not a lot of combos, but really good combos. Oh my god, there was a wasp out there. Sorry. So this Kaido, when you play this Kaido, you swing their leader effect. What this will do is will proc the Kaido effect, which gives you 1 active down, so you'll get the dawn that you lost to their leader as active, and then you can set up another dawn that was rested into active. So this is very strong because this makes your slow beam sword online. This is a very powerful counter event, especially in this meta. This card actually came up a lot of times. Because pretty much for 1 dawn, for 2, by resting 2 dawn and then sending 1 into your deck, you're pretty much giving yourself a 2k counter as well as stopping an entire enemy swing. Purple Kaido is using this, and also are we, thanks to this Kaido. Obviously, we are not playing as many blocker Kaidos to use this with such consistency. Still very good to have, okay? That's pretty much it. Not only that, because we have 2 active Dawn, we usually can also use our 2 cost category to extend our board into another 8 cost category or into another 5 cost category. Usually, obviously, we love the 8 cost category. Especially, for example, against Rocks. Rocks pretty much doesn't care that much about 7k swings, but 8k swings are a whole different matter. So yeah, extremely good. So yeah, this is the effect of Kaidos. This Kaido as well, because we're taking away a 6 cost or less, and nullifying the effect, this guy helps a lot into Purple NL. Purple NL is still very present, and I believe will be very present in the OP17 meta. I'm using Aikilakai's tournament as a way to get data on how the meta will go. There was only 1 Purple NL player, and that Purple NL reached almost, oh my god, the wind, reached the top of the cut. I think he was top 3, top 2, maybe. I don't think he won. The guy who won was the Purple Kaido, so yeah. So this guy helps us dealing with those NLs, unless they play Vari, but that's I think that's gonna take, it's so specific and takes a slot, so I don't think they will be playing it. So yeah, has that good value as well. Not only that, there's a lot of anti-removal cards, and so you can just nullify them and remove them. Remember, you need to nullify the card that you're removing. You cannot nullify 1 card and remove another. You need to, whatever you're targeting, you're nullifying and removing. Still has value even if you remove the anti-removal, because then your Hakai pretty much becomes online. So yeah, these are the buffs. Next, I'm still playing Kamazo and Cracker. The reason I'm doing this is because I was playing with Nola. Nola felt he was going to be very strong in this meta, but I ended up not actually liking it. First, finding the Nola with consistency because it's not searchable, was kind of hard, and then every time I played her, if I had to use her effects, this could mess up my Dawn curve, so I ended up removing her. Not only that, there's a thing where, for example, this was more for the Rocks matchup, to stop them from removing our category, because they can, our 5 cost category, because they can actually remove our 5 cost category pretty easily with Gloriosa, and Nola could protect him. But here's the thing, if they're removing the Katakuri early game, which is usually where it hurts us the most, they're not playing optimally with our curve, so that's not as bad for us. You guys are hearing a motorcycle in the background. And if they remove more on the late game, which is usually when they have already set up their good board and so on, then that doesn't hurt us as bad as well, because usually if we are playing with our consistency and we're playing with our heads in their rightful place, we'll be setting up our big bodies, and so it doesn't hurt us as much as well. And then, because of this, I decided to remove Nola. Again, setting one Dawn was somewhat messing up my curve, so I decided just not to play her. I'm playing Kamaso. Again, I'm playing 3-3 here. Kamaso is a very annoying tech. Even in this meta, he was very good on OP16.5, but still is very good here on OP17. Very funny interactions against rocks. If you're still going second from rocks, you can play Kamaso on your forward on turn. And then, if every time you swing with your leader and activate the effect, you'll be proccing the Kamaso. Why is this funny? Because if they have Kyo on the other side, they pretty much either need to let Kyo go, or they're gonna have to keep pitching 2 cards from their hand. Because this is gonna keep proccing and proccing every single time you go minus Dawn per turn, and so it's very annoying. I had a very funny interaction with the rocks where I stalled going second. I had Kamaso and Katakuri, and then later I started finding the other 2 pieces over here, putting into Katakuri. So on their 3 Dawn turn, they played Kyo and passed. They swung. I countered, and then they passed. Next turn, I played Kamaso. Because I already had the 5 cost Katakuri, I swung with leader, activated the effect, went down from 4 Dawn to 3 Dawn. This procced the Kamaso onto the Kyo. They pitched 2 cards because they didn't know that we were going to be so annoying with this, I believe. Next turn, they played Liling on the 5 Dawn, which is fine. I let him draw 2, so I guess they got the 2 cards that they discarded back, which is fine. They swing, I take this time. Next turn, I'm on 5 Dawn because I went down with -1. I played Katakuri, swing with leader, ramp 2 back with the Katakuri, proc Kamaso, go into Kyo because again, they were not expecting this to be so annoying. They pitch another 2 cards. Next turn, they played Newgate. They didn't play Cheeky actually, which helped us a lot. Because next turn, what we did was play Pudding into the 8 cost Katakuri. This once again proc the Kamaso. This time they finally let Kyo go, but we already have our board set up. We do whatever we needed to do that turn. Next turn, what did they play? I forgot. I think this time they played Cheeky. Yeah, they played Cheeky on their 9 Dawn. Did not play another Kyo. They did whatever they needed to do. I don't remember taking. Maybe I did took lives. Yeah, maybe 1. They passed turn. Next turn, I found the Hakai, I activated Hakai on their Newgate Liling, and just took away their 2 of his strongest bodies. So yeah, very annoying interaction here with Kamaso. This also works into, for example, Shanks. Shanks will be playing anti-removal as well, so it's very annoying as well. Also annoying to the purple NL because he plays a lot of Winnies. And, about this story. I wasn't swinging with Kamaso because he kept giving us 2 cards from hand. Once he let Kyo go, that's when I swung with Kamaso. And they did not deal with it. Like, as you can see, they did not play Glorioso, did not deal with Katakuri. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, pretty good into NL as well to remove their Winnies. Annoying to Shanks into their anti-removal, annoying to Rocks because of their anti-removal. Also very good against L buff Luffy, L buff Sabo to keep removing their 2 cost Winnies as well. So it's pretty cool as well with that. Yeah. Pretty good value. I'm playing 3-3 just to make sure I have good amount of counter and I have Cracker. On our 4 Dawn turn, we still love Cracker as well because he ramps us and it's a body. And Cracker is a replacement body if we're going first and we don't fight Katakuri. Yeah, because it's the best option we have if we don't fight Katakuri. It is what it is. So yeah, I'm playing 3-3 here. Next, what? Oh yeah, I'm playing 4 Daifuku just to make sure that we have extra consistency for the 7 cost Pudding. And in case they KO our 5 cost Katakuri, sometimes I don't have either these 2. It feels extremely good when they KO our Katakuri and then we play Pudding into Katakuri. 8 cost Katakuri, because we're replacing 1 head for 2, and only that one of those heads are drawing us 2 cards from hand. So yeah, very strong when we do this. But if we don't find these two, usually I end up playing Daifuku because it's just a very big stat body with a 7k swing. So yeah, very good. The rest is pretty self-explanatory. The last thing I need to talk about is the Hakai. Now, Hakai still has good value in this meta, in my opinion. I just told you of an example. Rox plays a good amount of mid-range bodies. Lily, Newgates, 2C, Gloriosa as well, Kaido, Captain John. So yeah, Hakai has good value into this matchup. Also has good value into Green Mihawk matchup, although that matchup is very hard no matter what. And so yeah, I couldn't find the space to play two, so for now I'm playing one. As incredible as it seems, I'm actually finding it somewhat when I need it, but if I'm not finding it, then we still have the Kaido, which at least removes one body. So yeah, we kind of have 3 cards of removal for mid-range bodies. Not bad at all, because then this Kaido is a 12k swing, so that will help us as well. So for now, I'm playing one Hakai. If I find a... Again, this is not final decklist, it's just the first decklist that I feel like it's the most competitive going to OP17. This will probably change the more tests I do, and when I go to locals and so on. But the Hakai, if I think a Hakai does not come with consistency enough, I'll probably remove it either for Cracker or Kamazo. You can also play a third Katakuri. I do not advise this, but the reason you can think about playing the third Katakuri is because of the Rox matchup. Again, Rox is not the best deck in the format, but it's very annoying that he keeps bottom decking our Katakuri, and with the 2-cost Katakuri, it means we can get him back pretty easily. And so yeah, maybe playing 3 is the only reason you could think about to play the third copy of Katakuri. Another thing I was thinking was, instead of playing Hakai, maybe play a third of this Kaido. So I have, because remember when I told you when going first, the first 10 cost card I usually love playing is this guy. This will up the consistency a little bit on it, but I don't know, to be honest. We could go up one of these Kaidos for Hakai or Kamazo or Cracker. I think this would be the better targets to bump up instead of the 2-cost Katakuri. So yeah, but for now I'm gonna keep one because this does still have value. Now, is this deck meta? I don't... Well, actually, saying no, it's a very strong word, but saying yes also feels like it's a very strong statement. It's in there, it's competitive, you know. The way I would compare is, this is just a worst Kaido. Kaido is... let me just show you here, actually. Kaido is just better in this meta because he ramps into 10 down much faster. And then after he ramps super fast to 10, it just starts dropping his late game bodies, as you guys can see here. What Katakuri does is, because he does not reach the 10 down as fast, what he does is he swarms the board. So there's pros and cons, but I feel like overall Kaido is stronger. But if you're like me and you build decks not based on meta, but based on strategy and characters, then, and you don't like Kaido, I don't like Kaido, then you're gonna probably be playing Katakuri, and I do love Katakuri. It's probably why you're watching this video in the first place. So yeah, really enjoy this deck. I think this deck is good. Very happy to have Nora Beam Sword back. It's unfortunate that on Pit 16.5 I didn't find a way to play this, but now it's back. It's very good, so yeah. And yeah, this was the video. Very simple video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe. I'll try to bring gameplay with this new deck list more competitive. I've already been trying, but usually I play some games and then only after I record other games, because I don't want to bait you guys into a deck list that is just not good. And so I need to test the deck list first, and this one is working pretty well. So yeah, thank you so much once again for watching, and I'll see you all. Comment what you think of Katakuri in this meta. Actually, I want to hear about that. Again, I think everybody's going to agree that Kaido is just a better Katakuri, and Katakuri is a worse Kaido. But yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.